Sorry for the very late update. There was so many exams and quizzes that was due within the past 2 weeks. I just had to focus on those before going and making this video. So this is all of the items that I have decided to essentially pan for September 18 to August 18. And I know it's past August 18th, so my bad. So we'll just go through each of these. The ones in pink are the one that I have decluttered, and the ones in blue are the one that I have rolled out. But before we talk about it, I just do want to announce that I'm going to be stopping this project pan, simply because there are a lot of things that's happening in my life, and I've kind of needed a break with doing project pan. I know it's only been 3 months, but the way that I did it, I think really overwhelmed me. So I do need a break from it, and going forward I'm gonna just give myself less products, because you can see that's a lot, which I thought was manageable because it's a full face, but in actuality it's way too much for me to handle. And I mean, at least I learned about it, you know, at least I learned my lesson. So we'll go through all of these in order. I'll just be stating what I replaced the item with, because I didn't prepare it. I just prepared all of my project pen items here. So the first one is the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. There's not that much change in since I rolled it in. I don't know how many times I've rolled this in before. I'm gonna do like a whole stat of each product, how long I've had it in the project pan for, and how many uses for each product at the very end. But as of right now, there's not that much change. There's only rings that you can see. You can see that you can definitely see it here, but over here there's not that much. I don't know what it is, but whenever I get powder products, there's always a certain area that doesn't wanna, like, how do you say it? Doesn't wanna, like, the product does not come off in that area, so I had to scrape it off. You can kind of see the scrape marks there. My goal for this was 15 times, and my actual uses was 8 times. So most of my products I did not meet the goal because, like I said, I have been doing school and all those exams and quizzes, so it was not my priority list. This is my project pan for my brow pencil. It's the Wet n Wild brow pencil. It's the triangular one. It's in the shade Ash Brown. This is in the shade Translucent, if you guys are wondering, by the way. My goal was 15 times, and I actually used it 8 times. I based off all my numbers in the previous month. Just a quick view. I did pretty good in my previous month. I hit almost all my goals, or just exceeded it. So I thought I would do the same thing for this month, but I didn't. Which is fine. It's fine. This one, the vein of my existence, the NYX Cake Brow Powder. Although I do enjoy it, I'm just not a fan of brow powders at the moment. So I don't know. Anyways, my goal was to use it 15 times, and my actual uses was 8 times. The Milani highlighter, but I use it as a single shadow. This is in the shade Luster Lights. I really am like not super fond of this product. I don't know if you can tell. It always looks chalky on camera, but in person it's more like a duochrome highlighter. So I don't know if you can see the sheen on there. But in real life it's a duochrome highlighter. Yeah, I've only used it 2 times. So my goal was to use it 20 times, but I used it 2 times. Just a quick recap. I don't know if I did a video on this, but whenever I have products like this, like powder products, or like, you know, eyeshadow palettes, the way I counted this before was every time I dipped in the pan and then it touched my eye, that's 1 use. So like, for example, if I do like this with the brush, then it, you know, I put it on my eye, that's 1 use, and if I need more, put it on my eye, that's 2 uses. So that's how I tracked these type of items before. But when I do my next project pan, or when I do like some sort of project pan idea or whatever that they have on YouTube, I'm gonna do it in a different way. I'm gonna count it differently. And I'll talk about how I count it differently when I have time to make a video, but right now I really do not have time. So this is the next item. It's the Naked Tube Basics palette. I really do enjoy this palette. It's really nice neutral colors that you can use every day. My goal, well, you see my ceiling? My goal was to use it 20 times for each shade, but you can see I did not reach that at all. So for, let's see, what is this? Skimp, used it 12 times. Undone, is it 3 times? 3 times. Cover 999. And then, what is this? 12 times for Stark. So for these two, my goal was to have 15 uses on each, but I only used this one, the nude, 3 times, and the black 5 times. The NYX Epic Wear eyeliner. If you guys are interested in a review of this, let me know, because like I used to love, or I still do love, the NYX Matte Eyeliner. That was my holy grail, but then I learned that they discontinued it when I was ready to buy another one, because my old one started to burn my eye. So I found out that this replaced it, and I don't know what NYX was doing. The matte one was their best-selling eyeliner, so it doesn't make sense why you would discontinue something that was constantly repurchased. I don't know, this is not the video for it. Anyways, my goal for this was to use it 10 times, and I used it 8 times, so it's pretty close to the goal, but you know, I still didn't reach it. Next is the Maybelline one, but I actually decluttered it, so I'm just gonna use this one as a replacement to talk about it. I did roll this in for the Maybelline one since I had that since pre-COVID. That's been like over a year from now, so my goal was to use it 12 times, or not this particular one, but the Maybelline one. My goal was to use it 12 times, and I only used it 3 times. This one was in my previous, or I rolled it in last month. My goal was to use it 12 times as well, but I used it 4 times. Sorry, I had to look at the notebook, but 4 times. Okay, so next, these 2 highlighters. I think I'm definitely gonna put these in like a project pan or like shop my stash, something like that, because I really do want to get rid of these. I'm not saying that I hate the product, I just hate the design of it. Like, I really do not like loose highlighters, and I didn't learn about that until I got another highlighter. I'll talk about that later on, because that is one of the items I did roll in for this, but like I said, I'm gonna stop this project pan anyways. So my goal for each of these was to use it 10 times, and I used each of these 4 times. I have the shade Gold for Gold and Snow Much Ice. Let's see. I think this is the Snow Much Ice one, and then this is the Gold for Gold one. So not that much difference. So I'm not gonna mark at the bottom what my changes were. The Smith's Lip Balm. My goal was to use it 5 times, and I only used it 1 time. Like, I don't know. I'm not really fond of these types of designs where you have to go the extra mile to use it. Like this, I'd have to use my finger, like scrape it off and make sure my hands are clean. But if I use, like a lip gloss with like a squeezy tube or like a wand, I just have to pull it out, slather on my lips, and call it a day. But these types of products, like these types where you have to go the extra mile to use it, I'm just not fond of it anymore. So I'm hoping to get them out of my collection. I don't think I'll get the highlighter out of my collection or this one anytime soon, but in the future, for future products, I do want to include that, so I can see some progress in them. Next is the Walgreens Lip Balm. Oops. I don't know if I mentioned previously, but this, I rolled it up to see how much I had and it wouldn't roll down. So I had to depot it into a MAC container. There's actually not that much left. You can see I did some pretty good use on it. I thought I would finish it, but honestly, I've been way into lip glosses that I kind of disregarded my lip balms. So, I mean, I can easily finish this if I use it as like, you know, a hand cream or something, which I probably will because my hands have been crusty recently. So, this will probably be gone this month or before the end of this year, one of those. Definitely before the end of this year. Oh, my goal for this was to use it 5 times and I used it 5. Oh my gosh, I can't. Goal was to use it 5 times and I used it 5 plus times. This one, okay, so my goal was to use it 5 times and I used it 11 times. I'm really glad. I think I'm gonna be cutting this open soon and putting it in a little pot because it's getting really hard to squeeze out, which is good. But you know, it's gonna be in a pot, and like I said, I'm not really fond of doing the extra mile. But since this is a clear lip balm and you can use it multi-purpose, like it even states there you can use it. Has it been unfocused the whole time? Oh my god. Anyways, it said that you can use it multiple times, so I can use it, you know, as hand cream or whatever, lip balm, whatever I want. So I think I will not have trouble using that up. The Bath & Body Tinted Lip Balm, I actually decluttered it because I finished it. So I don't have anything to show, but my goal was 5 times and I reached that 5 goals. Or 5 usage goals. I'm going to be talking about both of these at the same time. Simply because I usually pair these together. So this one, there's not that much use, honestly. Like, been so busy. Anyways, goal is 15. Actual usage was 13. I really love this lipstick. Like, it's such a pretty color. I don't know what it is. I've been trying to find a terracotta color type of lipstick and then I stumbled upon this. So glad I found it. And so glad I got it because look at that color. It's such a nice, like, brown terracotta type of shade. And this one, I don't know why, I've been having this nub ever since I got it, and the container is so hard to, like, I don't know. Anyways, this is the swatch of it. It's so pretty. It's a nice red. This is like my everyday red, I would say, in terms of like a bullet lipstick. Oh no. Did it stop rolling down? Okay. Gooch. Anyways, my goal for this one was to use it 15 times, and I used it 16 times. So I reached my goal for this one. And one more item. I don't have it with me, but I can just like put this. It's not the original one, but it's the same product. So this is the Tony Moly lip tint in the shade 02. Not this particular one, but the one I'm using is in shade 02. My goal was to use it 15 times, and my actual uses was 17 times. I'm really trying to remove one of these in my collection because like this I've had this for a long time. It's not even open. Well, not this particular one. I found this in my mom's closet and I was like, you know what? I loved this product back in the day, so I might as well use it. I don't love it anymore, and it's not to the point where I hate it. It's just to the point where I'm not fond of it. It's not something that I would reach for on a regular, but I don't hate it. I'm kind of indifferent about it, you know? But there are other products that I am more fond of. Anyways, this has been all of the products for my update 3. Again, I'm stopping it at update 3, so there's not going to be any update 4, 5, or 6. Cause I'm just not fond of it. But what I am thinking of doing is doing a Shop My Stash for the last few months of 2021. For this month, I probably will just give myself a free-for-all because I'm kind of sick and tired of doing it the way that I did it for here. I am going to be changing how I track my items and all those type of things. I don't think I went over what I replaced these items with in blue. This one, I'm going to roll it out, which is the Rimmel, and rolling in my Airspun Loose Powder, the Milani one, and the Urban Decay eyeshadow. I'm not gonna, or I rolled them out, but I'm not gonna roll anything in. I just gave myself the option to use any eyeshadow palette that I have, because I do have a lot, and I don't want to focus on just one eyeshadow palette or like a few, this selective eyeshadow choices, whatever you want to call it. Because when I do that, I found that I neglected the rest of my palettes, and I was always looking forward to next month. I was like, you know what? Or, I mean, what was I trying to say? I was looking forward to the next time I will, you know, have an update so I can roll it out and roll it in, roll a new one in. But that never happened, so I'm just gonna give myself a free-for-all for all my eyeshadow palettes. I'm not gonna stick myself to just one. For the highlighters, I'm gonna roll in, or I was going to roll in the Balm highlighters, and I absolutely adore them. Like, you can put them as a natural way, you can have them more blinding, the way it depends on how you apply it, you know. So I really do love it, and I love the packaging of the balm, so that's probably my staple highlighter from now on. But I really want to get rid of these two. I'm not gonna give it away because I don't think anybody I know likes that type. These two are the Airspun ones are very blinding. I just don't like the packaging. If this was in a pressed form, I would absolutely love it, but it's in a loose powder form. For the lipsticks, I rolled in the Anastasia Beverly Hills Bullet lipstick, her matte one, or their matte one, in the shade Spice. That's what I rolled in. And then I think I kept the tint. In. So yeah, those were all the products that I used in this month's update. I'm gonna give myself a break of Project Pan items, but I am going to do reviews and other content as of now. But anything Project Pan related, I'm just gonna give myself a break for this month until maybe like November 18th, because that's an official month for my Project Pan items. And then once that time rolls around, I don't know what's going to be happening during that time for school, but if I'm able to, I will be talking about reviews and items that I have gotten from small businesses. Despite the type of product that I got, I'll be talking about it, all of it, in a video. So, thumbs up.